Hello, backpackers! After exploring Vilnius, I hopped on a train to Kaunas, Lithuania's second largest city. I spent my time wandering through a city centre full of history and character. But things got intense as I plunged deeper into the country's past. From medieval castle to the heavy history of the Nins fort, get ready for a roller coaster of emotions. Let's get into it. Enjoy! Okay, I'm sorry, it's a bit chaotic. I'm in the parking lot. I just got my key cards and did find my car. I think it's this one, Skoda. The Skoda Fabia. Yes, it's here. Hi everyone, it's Amy. I'm in Kaunas. And this is going to be my first day of visit. I just went out of my friend's house and now I'm gonna check the city. It is much colder today than the other day, that's why I have my hat. So let's start this Kaunas tour with a little view on the city. This is actually a great place. We just passed the house of Kaunas, but it is closed every day except on Thursday, so I guess I will have to come back tomorrow to visit it. But I know where it is now, so. Okay, so apparently this is Kaunas City Museum. I'm gonna go check it out. To put it briefly, the Kaunas City Museum is housed in this stunning, renovated 16th century building that showcases the city's rich history and culture. But even if you're not a history buff, the architecture alone is breathtaking. And the fact that you can climb almost the very top of the highest tower is reason enough to visit. Okay, I was actually not sure what to expect with this museum, but it's actually pretty good. But I really recommend it. If you're in Kaunas City, that's a great place to visit. Okay, I guess we're there. Look, it's right here. There's only this tower and a little bit of the wall that is left from Kaunas Castle. All of the rest was destroyed. Okay, let's go. Wow, that was not comfortable. It's not supposed to be. To be completely honest, while the ruins of Kaunas Castle look stunning from the outside, the interior didn't quite live up to my expectations. There are a few interesting exhibits to see, but it wasn't as impressive as I had imagined. Anyway, this is the end of Kaunas Castle. It's pretty fast to visit. I think this is the main street of Kaunas city center. It is really cute. It is a walking area, no cars. Look at the windows. So I'm a bit confused for the Kaunas house. When I look on Google, it was written that it was closed. But then if you look at it and the ticket they gave me for the museum, it's supposed to be open. So I'm going to go back and check. And it is actually closed. The outside is nice, but... And the last thing I'm going to do today is the funicular. Yay! We are at the Nins fort of Kaunas. I did not arrange
for a guided tour, so I'll visit on my own. But on my own, there is several places I cannot go to, so we'll not be able to see the whole fortress. So if you decide to come here and visit, I highly suggest and recommend that you book a tour. It is, I think, for the full 2-hour tour, it's 30 euros, which can seem expensive, but I think it is well worth it. Entrance to the Nins Fort Museum and like all of the outside space is 8 euros. I just paid my adult ticket, and so here is the outside of the fort. I need to find the entrance and scan my QR code, and then we're going to be in. Okay, I found the entrance. Ooh, okay, let's go.
Kaunas Nins Fort was built in the early beginning of the 20th century and was completed right before the start of World War I. It was first used as Kaunas prison. However, in 1940 and 1941, under Soviet occupation, the Nins Fort became a transit point for prisoners being sent to the Gulag labor camps. During the Nazi occupation, it was transformed into a place of mass murder, where both Jews from Lithuania and from other European countries were killed. At least 45,000 Jews, mostly from Kaunas ghetto, were murdered there. One of the biggest mass murder organized on the Lithuanian territory is the Big Action. On October 29, 1941, 3 SS colonels decided on a mass execution. 9,200 Jews were herded and shot that day. More than 2,000 men, almost 3,000 women, and more than 4,000 children. This was described as a clearing of the ghetto from unnecessary Jews.
But of course, a lot of people in Lithuania and Kaunas were not agreeing with what was happening, so they were creating those rescue networks to try and help people as much as they could.
Among those people, the Vice Consul of Japan based in Lithuania, Sugihara, and the Honorary Consul of the Netherlands, Dick, issued thousands of visas to Lithuanian war refugees. They helped save around 6,000 Jewish people.
There's this place over there where you can go into the gallery of the fort, but it is only accessible with a guide, so I'm not going to go. And in front of me there is the punishment cell that was also called the concrete sack, because it has like this coffin shape and there's only a tiny hole for ventilation.
In Kaunas, survival meant hiding. These secret bunkers, built with scavenged materials, were often the only thing standing between life and death. This is what a hideout beneath the house actually looked like.
I did put some light so you could see more, but it was not this bright. And so it's in a cave of a house with really tiny openings. And they would sometimes stay in places like that for days on end without a lot of food, with a lot of people, and they had to be really quiet in order to not to be found. And some people would just die in those hideouts from hunger or disease or a lot of things like that. So even if they were not found, a lot of other things made their lives just a living hell. This is what the prisons were looking like. So they're putting a lot of people in these, so there were not enough bed for everyone, and some people had to sleep on the floor.
In addition to the standard cells, there were even more brutal places where prisoners were held. For instance, this tiny cell under the staircase. Prisoners could be kept here for up to 3 days, surviving on only 1 liter of water and 200 grams of food per day. But one of the most notorious rooms was the wet cell, infamous for being the most humid spot in the entire Nins Fort. Prisoners were locked inside for up to a week under the same meager rations. During rainy days, water would pool on the floor, making the air feel even more freezing. And let me tell you, the fort is already naturally cold. I was freezing the entire time I was there, so I can't even imagine how it felt for them.
Okay, so this will be the end of the visit of the Nins Fort. I hope if you feel like it, you'll come and visit. I'm going to go back to my car and go to the next place I wanted to visit today, which will be way less sad. So I hope you are looking forward to it. Okay, so we are at Pajaislis monastery. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it, to be honest. Wow. Okay, the entrance is here. We're going to go see the main event now, that is at the church. But let me show you this point of view. Look, oh, this is good. This is gold. Should I go there? Okay, so this is the entrance. I'm going to speak really, really low. The ceiling is already so pretty. This is the crypt here, but we will go after. I think it's colder here than outside. Oh my gosh. It's really cold. Oh, that view is really good. Let me show you. Okay, now we've seen the whole church. Let's go see the thing I want to see, kind of the most, I'm like the most curious about, which is the crypt. Here is the crypt. Oh, it's a bit scary. Oh, there's light. There's light, that's good. The dead people would be put on that wooden plank and pushed into the wall and just buried there in the walls. So you have like several of them. You can see here, here, and that's what they were doing. It's kind of humid in here. Okay, let's go back up and outside. Everyone, I think this is all for today. Yeah, that's better. So we visited the Nins Fort and this monastery. So they are two opposite sides of the city, kinda. So if you don't have a car, it might get a bit complicated. You will lose a lot of time in public transportation, but I think it is still doable. I'm the only one here. Like, I'm the only tourist. I saw like two ladies earlier. That's it. I had like the whole place for myself. I actually think there was a naked lady over there, and yeah, so I didn't go there. Just let me try to figure a way to go down. Okay. Let me check how hot or cold is the water. Oh, it's cold. I mean, it's the winter, obviously. So yeah. Okay, let's go back up onto my friend's place because it texted me to know when I will be back for lunch. See you tomorrow. Tschüss.